And welcome to Crypto Hawk channel. Got a great show lined up for you today. It's a deep dive. Classic. We're going over a March 2024 Swift. It's titled, let me get the title so you can look this one up yourself in case YT doesn't let you get the link. It's called Connecting Digital Islands. Swift CBDC Sandbox Project Phase 2, March 2024 report. I'm going to copy paste and I'm going to send it to you right now. Let me know if it shows up, all right? While I'm waiting, thank you, Dennis H, for the donation to the channel. It says the Las Vegas Digital Dildos promotion, Ripple Las Vegas, or whatever they call it. It's a promotion, and government speaker list proves Lenin was right. They always find a useful idiot. Then you got Frank Sambrook. Welcome to the entry-level membership. Halt right over the target. Says Mr. If I'm a little out of breath, I just got done with this dry sauna, and it's really hot in there, and so yeah, I'm kind of like out of breath. Kitch J, thanks for that donation there. Pretty much every show. So I'm hydrating by drinking water. All right. Hello, Richard. Somebody let me know if the article, does that report show up? Is anybody looking at it right now? I just need to know if it pulled up because I'm going to start the show, and that's the show. Digital Islands. Peter Tatara. Gotcha says yes. Okay. It works, says 1970 legend. Michael Gilbert gave somebody a membership, and that was Chuck X. Good morning from Thailand. Oh, nice. It's good. It came through. William's looking at it now. Okay, what do we got going on here? Wait, hold on there. Henry Brown. If you appreciate the content and find it useful, support the channel any way you can. Get the word out, share the video, and hit that money button test. See that little money button down there? That is an anti-get wrecked button. When you hit that, you can't get wrecked. It's impossible. Okay, now I got the article. Why are we going over this? Because this is huge. UGE, huge. Swift, for people that don't know, moves all the money in the world. Stock markets, stocks, bonds, derivatives, banking, trade, everything. Everything goes through the Swift network. And guess what? It's going to continue. And guess what? The BRICS ain't changing that. And guess what? The dollar's not going anywhere in the end. In the end, the dollar is not going anywhere. Between now and then, I don't know. I don't care. Okay? Now, let's go through. What I did is I highlighted stuff on my pages. You can't see, of course. Let's go down to page 2. Executive summary says on the left. Now, we're going to get into this. This is a deep dive. I'm going to show you the importance of what Swift is doing, and that's the evolution of the financial system of the world. Okay? Today's show is big, and I want you to have a global view. I want you to understand what exactly is happening. Why is this taking so long? Okay? There's a whole lot of reasons. I don't have all the reasons. I know some of the reasons, but today's show, or my second show of the day, this is a deep dive, okay? So this is going to take some mental work for some of you. Some probably won't be able to handle it. But it's always the people When are we going to get rich? Crypto Hulk. Should I sell my XR? All the fucking dumb people, they got 5 minutes to watch my show and that's it. And then they got another hour to ask me dumb fucking questions, okay? Because their stupid ass should have been watching this video. All right. I'm going to cherry pick this article or this whole report. I'm not going to read, obviously, the 24 pages. Some pages I won't go over anything at all. And then some pages I have stuff highlighted. Time to go to work. If you look over to the right side of your screen, you'll see page 3. That's where I'm at right now. It's under where it says CBDC development is accelerating, but action is needed to achieve interoperability. See, look, all these banks and all these things started using Polygon, Etherum. They were using all these different cryptos, right? Right. Okay. Remember, you saw the news. Oh, this bank's using Polygon. Oh, this bank's using that. Oh, yeah. Here's the problem. They're not interoperable. Oh, snap. Yeah. That's the problem, everybody. So I remember all those articles that came out, and oh, the Bank of New Zealand or whatever it is, they're using a form of Pepe and all these things. It's all great. Sushi swap, whatever the fuck. All right. They're not interoperable. Oh, damn, they messed up. Well, there is a solution. Let's go to the paragraph. The first paragraph says, more than 130 countries are now exploring a CBDC. Okay. We skip down a little bit, but as the development of CBDCs gather pace, different central banks are using a variety of technology and standards. See what I mean? They're going to realize, oh shit, this Ethereum by itself is not going to work. Aha. We need something that's interoperable that will get Ethereum to work. There you go. So like I said, you're going to be on the Ripple highway. I'm driving a Ripple car. I look over, there's a Ripple tow truck. What are they towing? Oh, it's the Ethereum car. Yeah, I mean, it's still able to travel, but XRP is going to carry Ethereum because it cannot interoperate, okay? Let's continue. So, as such, there's a risk that in the future, the use of CBDCs by businesses and consumers could be hindered by the existence of unconnected digital islands. If you use Bitcoin, you can't interoperate with Bitcoin. Bitcoin only speaks Bitcoin. Ethereum only speaks Ethereum. All these other cryptos only speak their own particular language, except XLM, XRP, XDC. They're all interoperable. That's the beauty of it all. The beauty of it all. Let's go to the next paragraph. The one that starts with, against this backdrop, let's skip down to where it says, further experiments in 2022 demonstrated a new interlinking solution. Oh, in 2022, experiments were done and it showed there's an interlinking solution. Oh, gee. And it's for connecting CBDC networks and existing payment systems. Results published in March 2023. It's about a year ago. Following that, we realized an enhanced beta version of our connector solution tested with 3 central banks. What am I talking about here? I'm going to show you this. I'm going to drop you this article here. You might want to, yeah, just let me send you this. Okay, this is called Atomic Net, and it's a white paper. It was made by Arthur Brito. He's one of the guys that made PolySign along with David Schwartz. This is all connected to Ripple, and that Ripple's a connection to the government. Okay, that's how all this stuff works. Now, back to the Swift report. They're talking about a connector in 2022, and then they beta tested it in 2023. That's Atomic Net, everybody. That's what they're talking about here. Our, O-U-R, our connector solution. There we go. Let's go to the other side of the page where it says use case 1, interoperability was achieved. Go to the second sentence. The Swift connector, there you go, it's that Atomic Net, okay? The Swift connector was used to facilitate automated trade payments. In other words, payments that are completed programmatically alongside the transfer of assets rather than manually. Let's go to the next paragraph where it says smart contracts were used. You know how, remember now, Ripple just came up with smart contracts about a year or two ago, okay? And then NFTs, and then remember about less than a year, Ripple's bought Medico and Standard Custody. See, all this is coming into play. And then within the past what week, Ripple comes up with the side chains, the Ethereum virtual machine side chains. All the nodes voted for it and it passed. Okay, this is what we're seeing. This is why Ethereum's even mentioned in Swift right here. Let me continue. So it says smart contracts were used to ensure that the payment events were triggered automatically once trade conditions had been met. Now let's scroll down. We're going to page 4. Look for what it says right here. It's on the left side of the page in the green. Use case 3. Here we go. The Swift connector. That is called the Atomic Net white paper, which I showed you right there. The Swift connector achieved atomic settlement. Now that's massive because that's what Ripple is, okay? Atomic settlement. It means two people sending things at the same time and both of them getting what they wanted at the same time. The only crypto that can do that is XRP, XLM, and XDC. The Swift connector achieved atomic settlement across digital token platforms. What we got here is this. The atomic, that's why it's called Atomic Net. You get it? Atomic settlement. This is an atomic settlement network. This is already done. Swift has already taken over the world, okay? My show, when I start talking about this Atomic Net stuff, it's getting so jammed up, you have no idea. My videos are not loading at all. They're just sitting there. YT is refusing to let this out. So I had to broadcast it on my other social media. Look at the next sentence. The third use case explored how the Swift connector could address the current lack of interoperability between tokenization platforms. The focus was on interlinking asset networks with different CBDC networks to facilitate delivery versus payment, okay? That's what this is. Let's look at the other side. Actually, no, let's go to, we're still on page 4. Go down to use case 4. We also explored how LSM algorithms could address liquidity fragmentation. The goal of the fourth use case was to explore models which could reduce the fragmentation of liquidity across different currencies and platforms. We know that Ripple has a liquidity hub. And what that hub allows you to do is to transfer money, property, whatever, into different forms. And notice they're talking about this right here. The fourth use case for this new connector. What I believe this new connector is, because remember, Arthur Brito's involved. And all this is Ripple connected. Okay, this whole Atomic Net thing and all that. They keep talking about their new connector. The goal of the fourth use case was to explore models which could reduce the fragmentation of liquidity across different currencies and platforms. That's what Ripple's Liquidity Hub does. Now, look on the other side of the page. You'll see 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 talks about ISO 20022 messaging as the common language for payments across new and established networks. If your crypto is not ISO 20022 certified, it's not going to be the most expensive ones. Will your crypto, let's say you get Dogecoin or something, whatever. I mean, it'll still be used, but the big money is going to be in the ISO cryptos, okay? Says it's talking about that right there. Number 2 says single point of access. It says Swift can enable institutions to reuse their existing channels, reach new networks, and bring down participation costs. With new digital networks expected to coexist with traditional market infrastructures, seamless interactions will be needed between the new and the old. Okay, look, they're not getting rid of the old system. Okay, the old banking system as we know it today is not going anywhere. I'm going to read this again. I'm going to show you. Some countries aren't going to tokenize. You don't have to. I'm going to show, we're going to go over here Atomic Net real quick, and then we're going to go back to Swift. But let me read this too again. Points number 2 and 3. Swift can enable institutions to reuse, not get rid of, to reuse existing channels, payment channels. They can reuse their existing channels to reach new networks. Oh, and bring down participation costs. Number 3, with new digital networks expected to coexist with the old. They're not getting rid of the old. I just thought I'd let you know. The new digital, that's what Atomic Net does. You don't have to get rid of the old system with Atomic Net. We're going to get into the Atomic Net in just a minute. So I'm showing you at no other channel. I'm showing you how the future of crypto unfolds. No other channel goes over this, but that's okay. With new digital networks expected to coexist with traditional market infrastructures, the new system coexists with traditional market infrastructures. Seamless interactions will be needed between the new and the old. You understand this? This is where Atomic Net comes in. Let me show you that link right now again. Let me do a copy and a paste. Okay, hold on there a minute. Wait, I got some donations coming in here, buddy. MC Prosperity gave 5 people memberships. That was Dan Masler, Tanner Hahn, Olivia Nope, One Truth Seeking Mate. That's 5 right there. The Z-Man, welcome to the channel, entry-level member. Eric Goldsmith is back again. Good to see you. Chaka Bartles. Jason Shotch. Have missed a lot of live shows due to life. Just checking in. Thanks, Hulk. A-okay with that one there, buddy. Appreciate that. Jason Shott gave 5 people memberships. Bluesman for Trades, Game Over, Dustin Poole, Adrian Longoria, Steve May. Those people were given memberships by Jason Shott. Very cool. um, let's see here. Toter Gramada. I'm so glad I got some XDC, especially in the United Kingdom. You the man, Hulk. Great information. Absolutely. There's Stuart Lavelle and good old Robert Driscoll. Jason Schotch also gave 5 more memberships. Right on. Kindreth, TD42, Taylor and Son, Dark Mace, Mike to Fast. Those people got memberships by Jason Schott. New members. Look, I don't give you memberships. Here's generally what happens. Let's avoid this. You get a free membership. You don't do anything. The membership expires. YouTube will purposely stop notifying you. Then after a month or 2, sometimes 3, people come back and be like, oh, Crypto Hulk, you're still on. Let's avoid that mess. Get your bank card, register with the channel. If after 30 days you can honestly say, "Oh, I didn't learn anything in 30 days," and you can cancel your membership that you had, that you tacked on. You could probably watch it for 2 weeks, still cancel it and get your money back. But if you truly feel you didn't learn anything, then I guess you're some kind of special person. So yeah, you can get your money back. But don't let that membership expire. Now, here is the Atomic Net white paper. I underlined some things that were important. Go to the the second paragraph. It starts off, well, what is Atomic Net? Go down 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs from there. Participant institutions use Atomic Net protocol to settle trades. Okay, here we go. This is what Swift is. Without disrupting or replacing their current ledgers or other systems. The Atomic Net protocol is asset agnostic. I'm going to stop. I'm going to read that again. Without disrupting or replacing their current ledgers. This is what I'm talking about. The old system ain't going away. Swift's got it figured out. We just read that in Swift. Guess what? We read it right here. Now, does this say Swift and Atomic Net? No. I know that it's Swift because it's saying the same things. Okay, this is Swift's new protocol, but they're not calling it that. I'm just letting you know. Next paragraph, where it says integration with the Atomic Net protocol allows participants, go right here where it says, rather than directly integrating with another counterparty, institution parties can instead integrate with the Atomic Net protocol and gain interoperability within the entire Atomic Net participant network. This is what I was saying earlier. Again, you can be like an old legacy bank. You put Atomic Net and you run your stuff on Atomic Net, then you don't have to download the whole Ripple system and all their stuff. You could you could settle, you could utilize Atomic Net to have finality and settlement. Okay, Swift system is going to run right alongside the old and the new. That's what we're talking about. Rather than directly integrating with another counterparty's institution, parties can instead integrate with the Atomic Net protocol and gain interoperability with the entire Atomic Net participant network. Okay. Go to the second page. We're on Atomic Net. Go to the second page. The second bullet point says the Atomic Net participant network. You go to the end here, it says atomically settled transactions. We just read that in Swift, didn't we? Now we're reading it right. It's the same thing. What I did is I showed you some of the Swift, and now I'm showing you some of the Atomic Net. It's the same thing. In the Swift, we're talking about using the old along with the new. We read here with Atomic Net, you could use the old with the new. No need to load this. You could just use the atomic network, okay? In Swift, it's talk about atomic settlements. Well, right here, atomically settles transaction. It's the same thing. This is Swift right here. That's why I'm showing it to you. Next, scroll down. We're still on page 2, where it says Atomic Net is built on an irrefutable publishing mechanism. It says Atomic Net protocol is done with the exchange of cryptographically signed Atomic Net documents. Okay. Next paragraph down below. Atomic Net is not a blockchain. Atomic Net is not a blockchain like a layer 1 or 2, but it relies on a blockchain, and it's called the Atomic Net SOT. Okay. The Atomic Net is not a blockchain tokenization solution. Now, down below where it says the number 1, we're still on page 2. It shows the number 1, tokenizing to a single blockchain. Listen to this. When tokenizing all of a legacy, so like an old bank, a legacy bank, when tokenizing, now tokenizing is brand new shit. That means you're turning into crypto. When tokenizing all of a legacy asset to a single blockchain, the legacy operations must be converted to work with the tokenization assets. This can be an invasive and costly change. Legacy systems may need invasive upgrades to be interoperable with tokenized assets. Let me explain what this means in English. You take an old system of banking. Some of these countries in America, but even some of these old countries, they got this old banking system. You can use Atomic Net to make lightning fast transfers of money. You don't need to tokenize, okay? You don't need to give up your whole system, change everything. Hopefully, you put it on a blockchain and don't get hacked and all this. What Atomic Net does is allow the old folks to keep their old fogey banking system, and it still is going to work at lightning speed. This is amazing. You don't need to tokenize stuff, okay? That's what Atomic Net. Go to the next page, page 3. Go to number 2, where it says tokenizing by bifurcating. Go to the second paragraph. Atomic Net does not tokenize assets. Instead of tokenizing assets, the Atomic Net protocol integrates directly with the books of the ledger managers. This allows legacy operations like old banks, such as debiting and crediting, to continue virtually no change. Okay? Avoiding delegation to a blockchain keeps things simple and keeps the ledger manager in control. Know that Atomic Net can be integrated with both tokenized and non-tokenized assets. There you go. That is right there. Atomic, that is now Swift 2.0, okay? They now have a solution. Swift has a solution. That's what their connector's called. Hold on. I got red pilled here. Oh, wait a second. Somebody gave up memberships. Hoo-wee, golly. Oh, geez. 50 of them? Oh, shiznit. Ladies and gentlemen, the Crypto Hulk recruiting office has now been opened. I will be reading off 50 brand new members. Ron Bow, let me explain something. Everybody that's getting memberships, what I want you to do right now is to go to your bank card and add my channel to that membership. If you don't like this channel at all, within 30, whatever, even after 30 days, you can cancel and get your money back. Please do not keep getting free memberships. This is for new people. I ask you get a membership. Don't let it drop. the amount of people letting memberships end is starting to come down. Let's knock that down to like 0. Okay. Get up with what you're doing. Go to this channel, because what's going to happen is you're going to let it expire. YouTube will stop notifying you. About a month will go by, maybe 2, and you'll be like, gee, I wonder if Crypto Hulk is still on. And then boom, there I am. Why? Because you let a membership expire. Do not let the membership expire. I've got people here like this that are trying to make sure you're connected the whole time. Sometimes I bring up brand new cryptos that come out. That's one of the things. If you miss out on that, like the other day, we went over the Zeroin or whatever it was. I know somebody who bought that at 3 cents a piece. These different things come up. Some of you might want to get into it, some not. But that's what happens as we move forward. This crypto news is going to start happening fast. If you don't act on stuff fast, you're going to miss out. So don't let that membership expire. Here's the memberships. Rombo, that's a reoccurring member, is Rombo. Rafael Garcia, Justin XRP, Jody Siegel, Wreck-It Ralph, Awiros, Derek LeBrun, Bubba Smith, Giancarlo, Art, Gary Regala, Jay Bizzle, Doge Defense Minister, Leandre Holder, Dean, H-Bar Tuna 26, interesting one, TY10, Raphael, Mojo Green, Ochoa, Javier, John, New Investor. I know, Stuart, it's quite a bit. Douglas Plitt, Crabman, GS, Jason Lawrenson, Whimsy Chick, Jim Jimmer, XRP Nut. I remember that person. They've got another membership. Brian P. William Oil, Tufan, Kevin Varela, Rising Phoenix, Migorama, Andy Rich, Salt Harfing, Louis the Dragon, Sergio Morales, Jordan JMS, Eric Babe. Then we got My Opinion Doesn't Matter, Lionel Bachu, Very Hung. I'm sure your mother loves that name. Anthony Network, Joseph T, JP Wallace, Vontae the Great, hold on a minute. Stuart Lavelle gave a donation here. I was going to donate memberships, but Legends got that covered. Yeah, 50 of them. Yeah, that's going to be a while for all those people. I believe that was it. All those people got memberships by 1970 Legend. That's somebody on this channel that gives away a ton of memberships because this person wants you to be financially rich. Okay, this person knows Crypto Hulk channel's real, probably one of the most deep diver channels on the internet, where I dig up the old history of crypto and connect it to modern events. And then Stuart's right there with them, helping out, growing this channel out. Peter Totara, heading to work, listening on the way, all music to my ears. Okay. Jason Schutch, the Taste Test Fund. Oh, cool. We do like having those on this channel. I'll review different alcohols and stuff at certain times, just giving them honest opinions on the differences. And okay, let's go back to the Swift. So we're We're now on the Swift. Let me send you that page again for Swift so you can find it. Copy and a paste. All right, now we're back on the Swift article. Let's go to page 5. We're on page 5. We go down to where it says growing fragmentation. While the rise of CBDCs is accelerating, there remains a significant risk of fragmentation at the global level. Central banks are developing their own digital currencies and are seeking to solve different use cases with different technologies, standards, and protocols. Remember this. Remember Ethereum was making some CBDC. They were doing these banks were using different cryptos to try to do stuff, and they publish reports. Oh yeah, this bank's using this, that. Okay, what's going to happen is fragmentation. These other cryptos don't interoperate with anybody else. That's what they're going to find out. Yes, in 2015, project whatever, what do you want to call it, Ubin or whatever the fuck these different projects are, they were using different cryptos that don't work interoperably with everybody else. So they'll stop using those. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what they're saying here. You're going to have what they call different technologies, different standards, different protocols. If such fragmentation persists, it could lead to unconnected digital islands. Because if Ethereum doesn't interoperate with everybody else, Ethereum's going bye-bye, okay? That's what it means. So yes, Deutsche Bank used Ethereum at first, let's say, and they did all these trials and everything worked, whatever. Okay, great, but guess what? If Bank of America and JP Morgan didn't pick that, they're not using Deutsche Bank. I'm just letting you know, instead of Ethereum, we'll go bye-bye. All these cryptos that are not interoperable are going bye-bye, okay? Yes, just thought I'd let you know. Go to where it says Swift CBDC journey to date. In recent years, it has become increasingly clear that for CBDCs to be used cross-border, interoperability will be critical. Bye-bye anything that's not XRP, XLM, XDC. Now, there are assisting cryptos. Those cryptos will assist the 3Xs, okay? That's where you get your H-bars and stuff like that, IOTA and CELO and all that. Those won't be the main. Those will be the assistants, okay? Now, also on page 5, go down. Okay, now you're going to see a Ripple Partners involved in this. At the bottom of page 5, left side, it says the Bank for International Settlements right there. Multi-CBDC Model 1 of enhanced compatibility. Notice it's compatible, interoperable. These are things that the Bitcoins and all these other Ethereum-based shits, they're not that, okay? They're not interoperable. They're not compatible with everything. But notice it says the BIS right here. Now I'm going to show you in a link. I'm going to do a copy paste. Some of you have already seen this. You don't need to look at it. There's the article. Ripple is working with the BIS right there. So I just showed you in a Swift article dated March 2024 where it talks about the BIS is working with Swift. And guess what? Ripple is working with the BIS. So therefore, Ripple is working with Swift. There you have the connection right there. Let's scroll down to page 6. Oh, here it gets fun. Look on the right side. They have, it says here, the Sandbox experiments. Go to the second paragraph. The environment, hosted by Kedo, K-A-L-E-I-D-O, a blockchain and digital asset platform. Well, I decided to look up Kedo. And Here, I'm going to show you the link for that. I did a little mini deep dive on this. I want you to see who's involved in Swift and Kedo. Hi, Steppen. Thanks for that donation. I will add that to Taste Test Fund. Thanks for making luxury vinyl insulation much more pleasant. S-Harib-01. Thanks for that donation. Regular donator on the channel. Okay, now let's look at Kedo. Look on the right side. Look under custom configurations. You're going to see Etherum, Polygon, Edge, but look here, Hyperledger Fabric, that's Stellar. And then look, Corda, that's the R3, the company R3 has a platform called Corda. The crypto they use is XDC. So let me do, my name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. Nothing like that at all. Do not believe a word I say. Everything's a lie on this program. I would go out and get some Stellar and some XDC crypto right now after the show. Here's your Stellar article. It's a Hyperledger. I already showed you it right there. Okay. Well, okay, scroll down. You're going to see Stellar IBM partnership. Scroll down to see IBM, see summary, overview, private networks via Hyperledger. Read the last little sentence in the first paragraph. The Stellar Development Foundation joined the Hyperledger Foundation as an associate member. There's your tie-in. Hyperledger's code for Stellar. That crypto is XLM. That's what you need to buy. Now, here we go again with Kedo. Another reference to R3 Corda, which is the XDC crypto. What do we got here, Crypto Hulk? You're looking at Kedo. It's listing all of its customers. It shows HSBC, Ripple Partner, Pepsi, Swift, Ripple Partner, Nationwide, Humana, Kroger, Sony. But look on the right side. It says, we provide a powerful platform for Corda development. It talks about it was redesigned by R3. And R3 uses the crypto XDC. I'm going to show you right now which is a crypto you need to buy. Let me give you a second right here. Hold on. There you go. Here's the article. It's titled R3 Corda. We just read about it with Kedo, linked up with Swift, is going to use XDC digital currency. Says it right there. Welcome, Crypto Hulk. Now, I'm going to have to I'm going to do a screenshot. And I'm going to put it on my YouTube community page right now. Right now. $2015. Okay. I just posted it. If you want to right now, I want to make sure it's there. Go to the Crypto Hulk page, view your channel, go to community, and there it is. Oh, Cape Gemini. December 11th, 2015, Cape Gemini blockchain. What does it say? It says, this is on ripple.com. This is a ripple.com. They took this down. They took this down December 11th, 2015, everybody. They're using Cape Gemini blockchain tech can transform global, and it mentions Ripple. Cage Gemini blockchain tech can transform global financial network. Ripple's mentioned in here, and it says something about insight news in China. Mobile payments has grown 170%. Okay, there was a rumor on whether Ripple was going to use not Kedo, but Cape Gemini. Hold on. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the Swift. Now go to page 6. We're still on page 6. I already showed you the connection with Kedo in R3 and the XDC, right? Look at the next paragraph. It starts off page 6, right side. Leveraging their experience in helping to build blah blah. Swift partnered with Cage Gemini to enhance the beta version of Swift. Now, let's go back to what that Cage Gemini is. What the hell? Crypto Hulk. That was from 2015. Cage Gemini tech can transform global financial network. They were talking about this like 10 years ago. See, let me tell you something. They've already figured this out. Swift is playing the role. Swift is pretending, yeah, this Cape Gemini, we're gonna work with the Sandbox with them. No. These people are Swift is lying. I've got the evidence right here. 2015. No other channel has that. I call bullshit on the Swift article right there. It says Swift partnered with Cape Gemini to enhance the beta version of Swift. These motherfuckers been doing this shit for 10 years almost, 9 years. Give me a break. Bullshit caught, okay? Bullshit alert going off. This shit's been already decided 10 years ago. I got the evidence right here. Now, Ripple took that off their website because they don't want you guys to know, okay? But it's too late. My computer shows they already posted that. They took it off their website because I showed you a picture of it right from my camera phone. There you have it. Lakey XRP, thanks for that donation. Appreciate that a lot. Hulk, don't forget me. Mark's comment previous. Thanks for that donation. And I step in. Stephen Morris, thanks for that donation. It says, so alleged Black Swan event in Israel with the red cow coming soon. Then we got another donation. Mark Cliffins, thanks for doing all your homework, buddy. Valuable information. That's what I'm presenting to you right here. Arthur L. Thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate that. Bro Stuff, I thank you for that donation as well. Listeners, support each other. Look, I'm showing you what no other channel does. I'm showing how Swift, I'm showing you connections that go back. See, that's what Crypto Hawk does. I'm reading off a March 2024 Swift article, okay? It's meant for this month. I can take it all the way back, 2015, showing the relevance. I'm showing Cape Gemini, working with Swift 9 years ago. Swift's trying to play off like, oh yeah, we're working with Cape Gemini. Man, you've been doing that shit for 10 years, okay? I caught him. Same thing with the Kedo. They're linked up with R3. Corda. You see, you guys? You're all in the right cryptos. You're on the right channel. That's why you watch Crypto Hulk. because I'm going to go back 10 years and make it relevant to today. Some of these dumbasses are like, oh, he just shows shit that's 10 years old. Yeah, and these fucking dumbasses have brains of a 10-year-old, okay? Alrighty then. MC Prosperity gave 10 people memberships. Let's see who they were. Who are the lucky little bastards? Icon 6i, G Plays, Wentira Corporation, Eco the Operator, Easy 2017, Alex Zane Bendix, Hope, Alls Manfield, 1AO Nolly, Finance Man, and those were the people that MC Prosperity, MC underscore Prosperity, hooked up with memberships. Stuart Lavelle gave 10 people memberships. Here we go. Rays, and then Scruffy Scruffington has had multiple memberships here before. XRP Love, Carol DeSalvo has had memberships here before. Carol, slipping in here, huh? Mr. WV, Jeff here, Howard Dennison, Joe Naveen, and Kilgill. Those people got memberships by Stuart Lavelle. And I already read off the Lakey XRP. Okay, we're all caught up. Now, oh, S. Harib -01 gave 10 people memberships. We got Crypto 6, DA Chiefy, Insight, Seize the Day, Dan, Betty D, Sarah Ibrahim, QBX Esper, Uncle Crypto, Derek Muhart. All those people got memberships by S. Harib. Very, very good, solid group of people. All right, now go back to the Swift article, page 7. Told you this is a deep dive. Oh, here we go. Look at page 7. The technologies employed. They're telling you they're just straight up telling you right now. It shows here, Corda, R3 Corda is a distributed ledger platform developed by R3. They go into telling you about R3. They use the XDC crypto. You need to find it and buy it. Next, if you look to the right, talks about Hyperledger Fabric. Okay, talks about the AUD. I think that's the Australian dollar. But they're talking about Hyperledger. That's Stellar. So Swift is using Stellar, and they're using Hyperledger Besu. It talks about Ethereum client is an open source Ethereum client. That's page 7. Let's go to page 8. Nothing there. Page 9. In the upper right corner, talks about Hyperledger Fabric again. Scroll down. Page 10. Nothing highlighted. Okay, page 11. Something very small. First paragraph. It says the foreign exchange market, blah, blah, blah. Go all the way to the end right there. It says BIS, Bank of International Settlement. That's a Ripple partner, by the way. Let's scroll down. Page 12. Page 13. Oh. Hold on a sec. I got another connection here. Give me a second. I'm clicking out of old pages. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. Now, go to page 13. It's talking about approach B, CLS, Inspired Settlement System. Now remember the CLS thing, because I'm going to show you some evidence here in a minute. CLS runs the world's largest multi-currency foreign exchange settlement service. CLS Settlement, it's called. It is used by 74 settlement members and more than 35,000 indirect participants. Here's the article for CLS. Let me show you who that's connected to, just so you know. Want to keep you updated there, buddy. We're deep diving tonight. Told you. Got work to do tonight. Can't just sit around and be brain dead tonight. All right. Here's the article. 2018, 6 years ago. You see how long they've been working on this shit? They're not doing beta testing. These fuckers have already done this shit, okay? Here's the title. FX, okay, foreign exchange settlement provider, CLS. That's what we're talking about on Swift, CLS. Begins final test. Listen to this. Begins final testing. Final testing. Did I mention that in 2018, CLS was doing final testing? Did I say final testing? 2018 for blockchain payment banking service. Well, wait a second, Crypto Hold. How the hell, 6 years ago, CLS was done final testing for blockchain payment banking service? Well, Crypto Hold, isn't Swift the blockchain payment banking service? Well, it is now. It's going to be. See, they were working on this 6 years ago. If you're going to ask somebody 6 years ago, hey, what is the banking payment system? That's Swift. So CLS was working on a final testing for a blockchain payment banking service. Oh, so Crypto Hulk, you are right. This was done like 6 fucking years ago. Yep, that's what Crypto Hulk. That's why he does the deep dives there for you, buddy. Go down to the third from the last paragraph. Let me read this to you. CLS Group, originally Continuous Linked Settlement, is a United States foreign exchange settlement service. Guess who are the members? Goldman Sachs, Ripple Partner. I'm going to show you that in a minute. JP Morgan, Ripple Partner. I'm going to show you that in a minute. You got Barclays, which we know is a Ripple partner. Citibank, we know is a Ripple partner. Oh, look, it mentions R3. Imagine that, R3. That's the XDC crypto. Oh, look, Hyperledger's there. That's Stellar. Oh, look. Earlier in June, Ripple XRP, chief cryptographer. Oh, there's David Schwartz's name right there. Claim that banks are unlikely to deploy blockchain to process international payments, citing low scalability and privacy problems. Now, did you hear what David Schwartz just said? Banks are unlikely to deploy blockchain to process international payments. That means banks are not going to use blockchain. That's what David Schwartz said. I just thought I'd put that out there too. That's what it's right here. Ripple chief cryptographer David Schwartz claimed that banks are not going to use blockchain. Hey, I didn't say it. Your boy Davey Schwartz said it, not me. All right. Well, at least the article is claiming he said it. Let me show you the proof now. Tonight's program is definitely a deep dive. Here we go. Go to the 19-second mark. 19-second mark. What do you got? You can see Ripple Labs, meet the team, Oh, look, it's Goldman Sachs. That was talked about in that CLS. Next article. Oh, look, JP Morgan, Ripple partner. JP Morgan is also in the CLS. There's your article for that. Okay. Now that we got CLS done, let's go to page 14, 15, 16. Oh, page 16. Here we go again. Look on the right side. Look where number 1 and 2 is. We're on the Swift article. The tokenization platform built on Hyperledger Besu. That's in the Sandbox. Hyperledger Besu. Look at number 2. Corda or Hyperledger Fabric. These CBDC networks have the buyer's bank and seller's bank as direct participants through which payment settlement is constructed. What we're seeing here is the banks now. The tokenization platform built on Hyperledger Besu for global securities. So that would be more, but look down below here. If you're dealing with banks to banks, it's Corda, which is R3. R3's Corda platform right here. Banks and banks are going to use that. That's the XDC crypto. Then they talk about Hyperledger Fabric. We know that's stellar. We already learned that earlier, okay? Let's scroll down. Page 17, nothing there. Page 18. Page 19 talks about Project Ubin. They have a link for that, but I'm not going to go into that right now. 18, let me click out of that. Page 20, 21, page 22, left side, second paragraph. While we learned, they use a T there. While we learned there is no one single model for interlinking, our experiments at Swift demonstrate that the Swift connector, that's the atomic net I showed you earlier. The Swift connector is capable of supporting a variety of emerging interlinking models via a standardized approach that can help reduce fragmentation. What I'm showing you here, what we learned from Swift is this, and there's really nothing else. Okay, that's all the Swift. Now, what's the takeaway? Swift's not going nowhere. Okay, neither's a dollar. Swift now came up with Atomic Net. They're not advertising it, but also when I posted my videos, YouTube sure as hell ain't posted any of them with Atomic Net in them at all. So that's how I know this Atomic Net thing is massively important, okay? What we've learned from this 24-page and the Atomic Net is not everybody is going to have to tokenize. The new Swift system is going to utilize a new connector that we're going to call Atomic Net. It's made by Arthur Brito, who also made PolySign with David Schwartz, and David Schwartz works for Ripple Labs, okay? And they're the geniuses who created all this stuff. This is not, Ripple is not a company, it's a combination of countries, the most powerful countries in the world. They're making a new money system, okay? It's Swift, but it's going to be Atomic Net. You don't have to tokenize things. You can still send them all around the world. Swift will do the messaging, and companies can integrate their books with a Atomic Net. And Atomic Net has its own blockchain, but it's called the SOT or whatever. But it has a protocol, and then it has like a blockchain. I'm not an expert in this. I've looked at it a few times, but you're not going to have to get rid of your old system, and you're not going to have to tokenize. That's what this new system is. It's lightning fast, um, and it's an evolution of the financial system. And that's what we learned tonight with the deep dive. Here we are, 1 hour and 5 minutes in, and I'm just about done explaining shit. Kilgore. Kilgore gave 5 people memberships. You got Paul Aerosmith, Chapter 444, William Gunter, Hollywood, Bruce Smith. All those people got memberships by Kilgore. And I think that'll be it for this show. But yeah, that's pretty much a breakdown of the future. Look, this could be something where, somebody doesn't have to believe in crypto. And what we're seeing here, it doesn't look like Atomic Net is going to need crypto at all. Doesn't need tokenization. But it's a messaging system now. It's not transferring the money, it's the messages to tell the transfers to happen. So you're still gonna have to tokenize things if you want it. Like, you could be a bank, but if you don't tokenize shit, your money's just sitting there, it's not doing anything. Whereas if you tokenize your stuff, now you can make money off it and do a lot of stuff and transfer the value fast. You can get rid of your Nostro Vostro accounts, and you can send money instantly through the digital exchanges. And that's what Atomic Net will do, is interoperate between all these exchanges and send the messages from one exchange to the next, or from one old school legacy system to the other one. That's how it works. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know how my cell phone works, but I push buttons and I talk to people, right? So that's about all I get into it. XRP, here's Broseph. XRP is a Byzantine consensus mechanism. Hulk, please expand on what Davey said about how blockchain will not be used. I'm not going to get into that one. I think what he meant was, just like I said, I'll tell you what, I think back in 2018, this shit was already done. This Atomic Net shit, the PolySign and all that was done. When David Schwartz said banks are not going to use crypto blockchain, well, banks do the messaging. Swift is messaging, isn't it? And Swift is going to use Atomic Net, which is not blockchain. Got it? So the banks can send the messages to the exchanges via Atomic Net. So what David Schwartz said was right, because Swift doesn't send money. It's a messaging service that tells the banks, who does what and all this stuff. So we just learned that Atomic Net is not tokenization. It is not a blockchain, but it uses a blockchain. You do not tokenize stuff on the Atomic Net, okay? It doesn't tokenize things. It's a messaging. So what David Schwartz said was right, technically. But we don't think of it like that. But if you really look at it, that's right. Okay. So I bullshitted my way to answer Broseph. Yoga Freck, thanks for that donation. How will the USA hold their power? If USA imposed sanctions, couldn't BRIC nations just use XRP to transfer value without Atomic Net? Okay, number one, I don't know how all this stuff works. I'm not in the banking, finance. I don't work for Swift. I don't study messaging and none of that. All I can tell you is what we just went over. Atomic Net is the new Swift. What does it do? It's messaging. It can use old legacy systems or tokenization and have them interact together to send messages so values can transfer. That's what I know. So I can't answer your question, explain the inter workings of how bricks, I don't understand all that. What I do is I research and I show you what the research has. This question's outside of my area. I haven't studied it or researched it. Okay. Glad I'm on base, says Bro Seth. Bro Seth says this stuff is crazy. Yeah. It's a whole new system. It's a whole new global system sending money, messaging, and interoperating with taking real world stuff, putting it into a token form on a stable coin of some kind, moving that thing around the world electronically in 2 to 5 seconds with smart contract, with everything done. Smart contract, like the need for people are gone. You get the smart contracts, you can bypass people and just do shit like that. This is crazy. It's a whole new system. XRP is still going to the moon. Yes. Brosef says, reviewing this show. Thanks, Hulk. Andy Aguilera says, at the end of the day, Swift is still king of the hill. Yes. Look, I'm not an expert, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. What I do is I'll take a Swift report and I'll take an Atomic Net white paper, try to explain each of them to you the best that I can to get a pretty good idea of what each one is and how each one will take part in working together to send messagings way more efficiently than they ever have before, where you don't lose money 10% of the time, where it doesn't take 3 days to move money, it takes 3 seconds. These kinds of things, like I said, I don't understand how the cell phone works. All I know is I push this button, slide that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how it'll be with this future stuff. Some people in the banking world find this stuff fascinating. I find it terribly boring, okay? But what I try to do is pick out the gold nuggets and all this mumbo jumbo transferring and T+2 and shit. I don't fucking care what that shit is, okay? But I'm showing you what to invest in to be rich. These people know all this stuff. I'm taking out the R3, XDC crypto. I'm going to get me some of this Hyperledger, which is stellar. I know it mentioned Ethereum in there. I'm not going to get any personally. Talked about the BIS a couple times. That's a Ripple partner. Going to get me some of that XRP crypto. See, that's what I do. I only pull out stuff where I know I can make money on. With understanding how all this shit totally works, I don't care to know it. I just want to know it enough to get rich. That's it. And then I stop. I just need to know how to use my phone just enough. I use my phone to find most of my articles on this show. But I can't tell you how to use the phone. I don't know how the circuitry works. But I could turn this phone and take the information on it. And that's how I make my program here. I send it to my email, pull it up on my computer, read the article, study it, find the truth bombs, put together a show. Hopefully you make sense of it and you go off and you get rich. That's what I do. I'm going to go. I'll see y'all. I'm going to look. I'm pretty sure I can do a show in the morning. I got some articles saved up, and I'm almost positive I could do a show. What time is it now? 7:40, 8:40. I might be able to have a show lined up in 1 to 2 hours, somewhere in there. So I got to go back, dig in my email, pull up articles, look through them, read them, make sense of them, try to find assisting, like back it up information, prove my points and stuff. I got work to do, basically what I'm saying. I got to go. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast.